have I did what I said yesterday and did some grinding off stream. Got a good amount of runes. I also got us up in level and vigor and endurance, so we can now wear the full night set. I also went and bought the boots for the night set off camera. So as you can see here, we are looking pretty stacked. Got some fairly good defenses, and here's a look at the stats. I have now gotten this endurance 20. The intelligence is now at 24, and faith is at 16. All that from the Red Main Castle grind. Allow me to just demonstrate what exactly I've been doing. Also, real quick, let me collect some of my... Yeah, this always resets on the new game for fun. It resets when I start the game back up for whatever reason. So I'm just making sure that's back to the way it was. Now, quick demonstration. What I've been doing has just been this. I go here. Start the combat. And then I'm going to rush up the side of this cliff to pull the other two giant dogs into the fight. Hey, Ugly. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Have fun fighting the red mates. And I can just do this, jump through the battle, and out. Back here. And the red mates will take care of the rest. Yeah, as you can see, I've been doing this a lot off camera. It's gotten us about over nearly 200,000 runes. All from just doing this. I don't have to do anything. I just let the red main soldiers do the work for me. And some of them die, more runes for me. And then the giant dogs die, good for me. As you can see, they really do not like each other, and them fighting each other is a net good for me. I'm the net good for Caitlin. But yeah, I'm just re-demonstrating this again. Again, this is basically what I've been doing off camera. And just letting these guys slug it out. It's been quite satisfying. I did die once off camera, but that was due to the fact that some red main soldiers decided to come over here and beat up on me for reasons I don't know. But since they've all been basically... I got all my runes back because they were distracted fighting each other. Again, if you can see, pretty easy points. We have just gotten ourselves some net wins, and then once we have dig, and I'm just going to let these guys fight it out, and once they have killed each other, and I've gotten all the runes possible, we're going to then head into Blaidd. Now, I want to do some various things around there. We're going to get for ourselves a nice weapon, Bloodhound's Fang, and we're also going to go into the Blaidd crystal tunnels to get some smithing stones. These are some pretty good things. Oh, also, before I do that, after these guys have finished killing each other, we're going to infiltrate Red Main Castle to get our hands on the Flamberge. It's an amazing sword, fairly good all-rounder, and, well, I like Flamberges in general. Now we're just going to let them slug it out for a bit. Oh, also, Dog's Overhaul got another update, and this is basically improved things. I better showcase this real quick, but the Knight set now does exactly what now gives us a extra 3% stamina for Bimbo's, and it gives a bonus to guard boost and guard counter power. So, this set is now a lot better than it was before. He has given butt surround around to pretty much everything, and now all the dogs are dead. So, yeah, we're going to run into Red Main Castle real quick. And I'm going to get my hands on the Flamberge. Also, we're going to do it quickly because there is a ballista right there. Actually, those are trebuchets, which is way worse than a ballista. See, the Radon's Red Main soldiers are way more different quality than Godric soldiers in Blaidd. These guys mean business. Fortunately, if you move fast enough, they aren't going to be able to do much. I'm also going to collect an incantation also while we're here in Caelid. There are a few more things in Caelid I would like to grab while we're here. Don't mind the bats. Again, we're safe to run by all this stuff. Don't have to fight it. And it would probably kick our butts anyway, so give it points. Scare him. Come back here. I'm going to... Flaming Strike Ash 4. That's great. And I am going to run up this ladder. Did get a bit of poison here, but don't worry about that. Now we're going to, first off, kill this guy. Nice, easy backstab. Meteorite sword. Now, we are going to have to infiltrate things, so I am going to kill a few of these guys quietly and stealthily. These are not guys who want to fight head on, they will wreck us. And, oh, there's Red Mage Knight. Okay, him we want to avoid, because he is not a pushover by any means. Red Mage Knights are never to be messed with under general circumstances, and I don't think we're going to be able to go around. Yeah. Great. Well, this is where one of these circumstances where I would recommend, and I can't use a Spirit Ashes here. What I could do, I'm going to just barrage him with Rock Sling then. Gives a nice early advantage. Maybe do a voice break. Nope. And whoops. Great, now I'm going to have to run past all this mess just to get the runes back. And that's 100,000 runes. That is the efforts of all that a lot of grinding off camera. So that's half the efforts. All that off-camera grinding. I'm not going to let it just sit there and not get it back. So we're just going to run quickly, run past that, not get killed by... Oh, there go the runes. Trebuchets. Oh well, that's 100,000 just down the drain. I'll grind the rest of that back off camera. Okay. Well, since we have 0 runes, I'm going to take some more risk now, because since we aren't going to be in immediate danger of trouble, I'm probably going to want to upgrade our weapon and definitely get more vigor. 100,000 runes just down the drain. Enough there. I can easily make all that back. Now we're gonna head back to the Caelid Waypoint Ruins, because there is something else there that is very important that I would like to get my hands on, and that is the Sword of Satrina. Now, in order to get that, I'm going to need to find a location that has a stone sword key, attach that to the gargoyle, go there, and voila. It'll be there, nice and easy. Oh, also, Sign of Grace. Oh, also, while we're here, there should be a tower nearby. See that place over there? We're going to be heading to that fortress on the cliff for playing Cleanse Me. Probably the most used important incantation in the game. It is exceptionally good. And by exceptionally good, I mean it's crucial to just about anybody that wants to play. Crucial, period, to anyone that's deciding they want to do things. And I hate. Hello, Kid Robot. I'm out of my way. out of your way. Actually, I do believe it's in another ruin near to here, not in the Waypoint ruins. So, of course, to get at it, we're going to need to go up the cliff. But first, we're going to head over to that castle. At this point, it does not matter if I die, because, well, I don't have any runes to risk. That was nice and comedic. Also a reason why you never underestimate trebuchets. Also a good lesson. This is why I don't also, just reminding me of exactly why I don't run into areas with huge amounts of runes. Now, what I should have done was retreated back to the site of grace and then spent all those runes. Ignore these guys. I'm not actually going to storm going into this castle. We're just going to go around it. Ignore the gravity attacks. And we're going to rush for Blaidd density. We're just going to make sure and get our hands on this. It's a fairly important artifact, and gain our spell incantation is going to do more for us. Okay, this guy say hello to the cliff. Okay, and I'm going to grab it. It's right here in this body. Grab it. Does not matter about that. That's just 1,000 runes. That was like nothing. That's the chump change at this point in the game. Or rather, that's not chump change, it's just, you know, not gonna be a much worth here. Now, I think it's in the Waypoint ruins. What I'm looking for is a stone sword key. Entry point for a stone sword key. Because it has a very important weapon, that being Saint Trina's sword, and also another side of grace. Also, quite a graveyard of swords here. Let's see here. The Battle of Aeonia. Radon and Millennia locked in stalemate, and then the Scarlet Rock Prisms. All Miquella's fault. Again, all of this is Miquella's fault. And, there I do believe is the ruins. Kindred Rock Patrol. Ugh. Hate those guys. I think it can't be understated how much I hate Kindred Abroad. Those guys are nasty. As you may have seen in the last episode, where I just got utterly destroyed by them with those poisonous barbs of theirs. Yeah. Death roaches indeed. And I do believe, yeah, this is the ruin I think I was looking for here. Kalium ruins. Yeah, this is the place. I'm going to ignore these guys. Oh, flame chariots. Also, apparently these guys explode, so I'm not sure. Whoop! Blaidd chariot. Ah, there you are. Oh. And this is a boss. Oh, a pair of bad pumpkin heads. mind. Alright, Kaylin, you win for now. I'm coming back to you later. I'll probably look for that stuff off camera, just so you know. But first, I want just to head here. We're gonna ride to a specific location. Daylight here, and now it's nice and daylight. That means the Knight's Cavalry is not going to be at the bridge, and instead he's going to be replaced by a Kite and Sellsword and horseback. Again, Kite and Sellswords, don't mess with them.
Oi.
Also, the Kite...
You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
Yeah, I can help you out. That here is Mock. And he was turned into a tree.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree.
Yeah.
Lucky you came along, really.
Yeah. Oh, important thing I forgot to mention last time. Always exhaust the NPC's dialogue.
Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
It's perfectly fine by me, so 10 mushrooms, that's good.
If you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Yep. Well, thank you, Mock. He's gonna go back to the cave that's over here by the seaside.
Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
He's referring to the one that's over here that we discovered last time, the coastal cave. Very interesting place. It's got a pair of bosses that are going to be interesting to fight, a pair of demi-human chiefs. Oh, also, I'll be taking that Ashen Roar from you. And I'll be taking that Smithing Stone. I'm out of here. Bye, Kite and Sellsword on horseback. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. And yes, I'm aware it's a Monty Python reference. I love Monty Python Holy Drum. Great movie. Anyone who hasn't seen it, what have you done with your life? Go watch it. It's a great movie. There. Now, we are heading over here to the Fort Church of America, where we are going to collect the flask of Wondrous Physic, and also activate the grace point there, and a sacred sphere. We'll be coming back to that later. Then we're going to come back here over to the Manacles to hear some howling noises. And we're going to then find Blaidd, who will then help us acquire the Bloodhound's Fang. Ah, Blaidd. Good guy. Not too much to state here. There we are, Fort Church of America. Fort Church of America, I believe. Yeah, Fort Church of America. There's the Lost Race. And here's the Physic. We have Crimson Crystal Tier, and that's also our basic starting point. And here's the Sacred Tier. here so we can upgrade the amount of glass ceiling. Moving on to the ruins. We'll also be collecting the map for this region. Also, these forests are very dangerous. We're going to be running into an area that's full of root bears, and root bears are, among the fandom, probably the most hated enemy in the game. They are just brutally terrifying. That's just a regular bear. He's not so scary. That's another regular bear. Not so scary. That right there is a root bear. We are going to avoid him like he's like the plague, because he will wreck us in a heartbeat. So yeah, we're gonna move by these areas. We do not want to fight them. There's another room here. We are gonna get this guy a white birth. And I want to make sure that we're nowhere near him. And thank you. And now I'm going to mark here for the ruins. We're gonna head south there to the southwest. Again, make sure they stay away from the root bear. And there's dead demi-humans. If I had to guess, probably killed by the root bear. Or something else. I'm not sure. Wasn't me though. And we'll pack. Oh, by the way, I think this is a good time for me to showcase the Gravitas Asher 4. Thin beast bones. That reminds me. Better do some item crafting. Oh yeah, I crafted a few. At least one wolf is still alive. And see, we overshot the ruins. That reminds me. I did craft some fire pots off screen. So now this will actually help things. And you know, we're full health, topped off to full health. And we are going right to the ruins. And here I'm going to do some sneaking, because we're going to grab what's down there. And we're going to avoid that root bear. We're not going to antagonize him. He is not fun to deal with like root bears. Then we're going to head back to Kali at the Church of Elden. And have the Axe Talisman, which is a good thing. Enhances charge attacks. So, now that we have that, we're going back to the Church of Elden. And then we're going to talk to Kali about the house we heard.
Wait, weren't you? Well, you're back.
About the howling
of a wolf in the Mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolves howl, make this signal right under the source. Oh, don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off. Goodbye for now.
Yep. By the way, I'm gonna get a nice image here for the thumbnail. Now we're heading back to the ruins. Mistwood Outward Side of Grace, and then it's back to the ruins. Oh, also, one thing real quick. We are going to swap this out with this, because we're going to need that real quick. Run! Room bear, room bear, room bear, room bear. Run for your life, run for your life, run for your life, run for the life, run for our lives, run for our lives, run for it. I must have antagonized him while running. Oh, also there's the minor archery here. I'm going to collect that. Green spell crystal tears for our Blast of Wonders visit. Also, we are now here at our destination. And listen here real closely, you can hear the howling. And I'm gonna make sure that we're near the right tower so that when he drops down, we're right next to it. That's there. We don't want to be near the bear. See, there he is, up there. So I'm gonna collect this real quick. Nice smithing stone too. And here we are. He's up here. I'm going to give him the snap, and he's going to come down here. See? There he is.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he?
Call sent me.
Ever the bloody busybody.
Godric Godwynson.
Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blaidd.
Godwyn the Fourth.
I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He
Alright.
fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come and tell me if you find him before I do.
Alright.
I can offer you ample reward.
Alright.
Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
I see. So, my take on Direwall, he is a Bloodhound knight that likely betrayed Roddy. Because Blaidd is the blood-bound shadow beast of Roddy. And he is generally her muscle. He goes around a lot. He is there to protect her. And ignore that alarm going off.
Wait, weren't you...
I'm gonna talk to
Well,
Ellie again
you're
real
back.
quick.
Care to buy something?
Actually, I would like to buy this cookbook. And tell me more about Blaidd.
Then you met Blaidd, did you? Wonderful. I'm glad I pointed you in his direction. He's boorish, blunt, and couldn't find his nose with both hands. But he's a good egg. I think the two of you are sure to find the best in one another.
See, Blaidd is a good guy, all around. Nice and honorable guy, and now we're going to go back to the Mistwood outskirts, and then we're going to ride south towards here, which is Direwall's Everjail. He is currently locked in there, and prison is too good for a Bloodhound who betrayed his oath. And we're not going to run back into that forest because I don't want to fight root bears. And it's also not where our destination is. Our destination lies in this direction. Lies southward. Goes in down the road, it be now far the road has come. I must follow if I can. I love Middle-earth too. Good old Hobbit song. those are just some trolls and a caravan that we don't want to bother with right now. They have a nice, interesting thing. At the moment, I don't want to fight all this crap right now. Well, but this guy sells swords, a whole bunch of Godric soldiers, everything's there. Nothing we want to do with it. A whole lot of nothing we want to fight. But we are going to get that guy away first. These giant crabs are never to be messed with. I'm also going to collect this side of race. So if we do travel back, we'll travel back here. And right there is the airfield. Okay, let me kill these guys real quick. For no other reason, I don't want them following me. That is a problem dealt with, and here we are at the Everjail. Bloodhound Everjail. Where? Dire walls of present. We go right in. I'm going to summon Blaidd. He is going to face tank, and I am going to flank. Alright, Blaidd.
Darrowell, rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
Yeah, you and I are gonna get him. You grab his attention, I'll flank and hit him with the blade. Get him on points. You get his attention. Good, good. Got his attention. I'm going to get right in with the leads. I died, but he got him. Blaidd got him. Go right to the Stake of America. Just collect our runes. We also have the Bloodhound's Fang. So yeah. I'm gonna get back to the Everjail. Because we want to A, get my runes back, and B, want to talk to Blaidd again. But yeah, we now have the Bloodhound's Fang. And 17,000 runes. Now, I do need a bit more strength and dex before we can use this, but this weapon is one of the best in the game. People rank it on levels of the Sacred Relic Sword, which... good reason.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
See? This is why we always talk to NPCs after we complete their quests.
Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Raya Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon.
Alright. Thank you.
That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
Alright. We'll see you again. Hopefully our paths cross again, Blaidd. Excellent. Now, we have everything that I wanted to get today, apart from one thing. And that is, we're going to the Grave Tunnels. Because I wanted to get us up... Okay, I didn't mean to grab straight grave. Church of Ella. Because I want us to collect a few things there. And that is going to be some smithing stones. So that next episode, we are going to have access to fairly good... We can actually upgrade our weapon. Quite a bit. Oh, nice thing about the meteorite staff, it really doesn't require much. You don't have to invest any sort of stones to upgrade it, and it has extremely high scaling. The only, fairly good. The only things that outskill it late game of the Carian Royal Scepter, and one other staff that, but I would recommend, though of the two, I'm going to say that the Carrion Roll Scepter is better, simply because the other one increases, while it does have a much higher scaling in terms of spell damage, it makes your spells cost more MP. And that, in my opinion, is not worth the trade-off as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. Like Grant Me Strength is ours, that's fairly good. So yeah, we're going to just sneak through this water through the marshes. I am not going to go near that spot because Agiel is probably going to spawn, because that is where Agiel spawns, and I don't want to deal with that dragon. For good reason. He's a dragon. You don't want to fight dragons early on in the game. And here we are. Lingrave Tunnels. Just where I wanted to go. Now, we're going down. Going down the elevator. I'm gonna grab this. Oh, and also, since this does magic damage, we're gonna be able to do some fairly interesting stuff, I will say. I can just backstab these guys to death. We're also carrying a good amount of runes. Actually, before I do anything else, let's see if I can spend some of these in leveling up. Some more vigor would not go amiss. Also, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to allocate flash charges, and I'm going to keep it there. That's fine for the moment. I'm going to memorize Flank, Grant Me Strength for future use, and we're going to mix the Wondrous Physics. And for that, I want Spike Crystal Tear and the Link Crystal Tail. Emergency heal, and it also will buff our charge attacks. Combined with the Roar Battalion, that's going to be some serious extra damage. And I'm just going to backstab. Grab hit, doesn't make sense, and I forgot to spend the runes again. Professional content, this is not. This is me just having fun and making mistakes along the way. And more vigor, please. We are going to want to... I am going to want to get more vigor, the better, so that we just don't die immediately. And you... backstab. And gravitas. And that guy's gone. And sneak up. Now, we're not going to bother this guy. There's no smith stone over here. Plus, there's a bunch of rats that are going to spawn from there. And, you know, rather, what I'm going to do is sneak up on them. And I'm going to throw a fire pot in that... in here where all those rats are. You can see them right here. But they're basically begging for a fire pot. There's another smithing stone. See? That's how you do it. Okay, we're gonna continue our advance slowly. Now, there there is more to these trenches, and anything I miss is going to be something I grab off camera. And right now, we're going to collect the smithing stones. And this guy, well, in fact, if you have a ranged weapon, which I unfortunately do not, if you throw some fire at them, stuff like this is going to happen. Watch this. And he becomes a bomb. So what I'm going to do is wait for this guy to get close, and then I'm going to throw a fire pot right here in the middle of all this. That did not have the effect I was wanting it to. Okay, flask up. If I had a bow, that would have been much better, played out much more effective. I think I'm going to acquire one off the screen. And I died again. You know, at this point, I'm just gonna barrage these guys with rock sling, okay? And I need more points. I'm gonna save the rest of these off. And yeah, what? Give me more fire pots, and I'm just gonna lob one at this guy. Goodbye, good riddance. And now for the boss dungeon. Stonebreaker Troll. This is going to be our last thing of the fight for the day. And then I'm going to go and eat lunch. So might as well end it off on a big note. They're going to get his attention, and I'm going to do what I did before, and I'm going to jam it. Also, use less charge attacks. They'll get his attention. While they're doing that, I will. I can just ramble. Okay. I walked right into that one. And he's broken, and I'm going to bring you. And gone. And there's the war medallion. That's going to be useful later on. And now we're returning to this thing. So yeah, we collected a bunch of smithing stones, and we've cleared out the Lingrave tunnels. So I'm going to return back to the Church of Ella, and that is, I'm going to spend the runes that we have, and then we're going to call it a park for today. There. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta for now. Oh, picture pro. road and start